Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 102 of Direwolf20's Age of Engineering series. As you can tell, my voice is doing a little better. I haven't recorded in 3 days because my voice after the last episode just completely died and it was a bad time for everyone. So in between episodes, I've been doing some creative crafting of more, just every now and then pop in, creative capacitor bank, please. That would be nice. And it does its thing. So we also have some iridium. Oh, wow. I've been using a lot. I guess I've been using a lot of iridium. So I did a bad job. I did a bad thing. That I probably shouldn't have done. Let's put, like, let's set this back up. I guess I should do this off camera. But, yeah, I did something kind of dumb, didn't I? What I did was I broke down the creative capacitor banks, thinking I didn't need any more iridium, and then I've been using iridium to make creative stuff. So, little dire derp there, but that's okay. I have most of what I need, and getting the last bits should only take, like, a few minutes. Also, I've been working on some bee stuff. I set up more centrifuges down here. And I set these guys up all with, intricate circuit boards with nice speed upgrades and stuff. These guys are all inserting and doing their stuff. And basically, I'm keeping the different types of combs that I'm going to need in stock. And it's just transferring them over to here and getting processed. As a result, we don't have many combs left, which is cool. We do have some of these and these combs, but they don't produce the resources we need, so I'm not, grinding them. Like, this comb doesn't give me wax. It gives me refractory wax, which I can't use to make the creative thing that I need. So in order to get our creative vending upgrade, Manulin is remaining, HDPE is done, Iridium is pretty much done, and scented paneling. So, scented paneling needing pollen cluster and royal jelly per. So we need 4096 of this, and 4096 of this, and 8192 of this. So let's see how we're doing. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let me show you the bee setup I have doing this for me. So you can see I've expanded my industrial apiaries. I've got 1, 2, 3 doing industrious, and I've got 1, 2, 3 doing imperial, and then I've got 6 doing cultivated. And all these bees are set to, like, high, whatchamacallit. Hey, why are you too hot all of a sudden? You're good. You're good. Let's get ourselves a plains upgrade. So I mutated a few of these bees and applied traits to them, and some of them might have gotten some humidity modifiers derped up along the way. So that will be a plains upgrade for me, which will be nice. Cool. And, nice. So let's come back in a minute, and I will be ready to work on what I want to work on today. So I did, by the way, leave all this set up down here, so at least that's all still running. All I have to do is, like, rehook up the phantom face. I want you to link to this guy. And then you should be running again. In theory. Perhaps. Go on. Hey, there we go. Now it's working. Cool. So that'll go back to being automated. Let me just surround it again. Alright, so Iridium income is pretty darn quick. Can't complain at all. So that'll get me back up to the 4096 I need of that. So we'll be back in a sec when I'm ready for the Manulin part, which should be easy. Alright, let's get to work. This should be incredibly obvious what I'm about to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure that you're there. You don't have any liquids in you. We're going to put this guy up into here. We're going to get ourselves a bucket. And no one's going to be surprised by this move, right? So the other thing I want to make sure that I have, once this is melted down, is a compacting drawer. So I'm not sure if I have one. So let's get one cooking. Because that takes a minute. Remember, there's like a lot of steps to that crafting. Also, what are you waiting on? You're making some draconic energy cores. Currently crafting Awakened Draconium and an Awakened Core. That's a bad sign. If both of those things are currently being crafted, it means that the machine's stuck. That happens every now and then. It's kind of rare, but, you know. So, 1 Molten Manulin ingot. Boom. Molten Manulin. For days. Cool. Let's go fix our Draconic room. This does happen every now and then. It kind of stinks. But there's nothing too much you have to worry about there. Clear everything out. Let's see. So, Draconium. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those guys. We basically remove this and we're cool, right? Now we're talking. Cool. Then we'll drop these guys down there once this crafting is done to fix that up. So now we've got Molten Manulin. Let's go to the basement here. This should be easy. First, this room. Do we have Manulin in... I think we do. This... Is that Draconium or Manulin? I don't even know. So we do have 64 Manulin ingots. I'm guessing this is Draconium then. And if that's the case, then we are going to need a new compacting drawer for Manulin. I'm not seeing it, so we have a regular drawer for Manulin. Okay. So let's get our key. Clear that out. Cool. Okay. Is that compacting drawer done? Nice. So the reason I want to do this, by the way, is because we're going to be getting blocks worth, and I want to have them directly ready to like automatically turn into ingots. Gotcha. So we can put Manulin in there. Nice. And let's get an emerald upgrade. Just so we can store lots of it. Cool. And then you should be able to be this, this, and this again. Is that running nicely now? I hear it up there, so that's a good sign. And it's unlimited Molten Manulin time. Yay! Everyone's a winner. Steel block, block of iron. Let's maybe break this for a sec. Steel's probably being produced still in here, and we're going to have to fix that. I'm assuming that we are waiting on some steel blocks, which are in these pipes up here, which we can tell because of the fact that this is gummed up. So that'll fix itself as soon as this Manulin cools off. In theory. There it goes. Cool. So that'll produce the last few steel blocks for us. If I was smart, I would just get a bucket's worth of steel and produce a whole bunch up front. But, Alright, cool. That's the last of the steel. So now we should be able to make Manulin again, and that should be good. Nice. So that'll get us pretty much all the Manulin we need. Like, that easy, right? Like, we've already got a decent amount, I'm sure. Yeah, look, already 154 ingots. That's awesome. And then once it cools and we get another bunch of blocks, we're going to get, you know, another 90, right, at a time, because we got 10 of those in there. So that's pretty cool. Sometimes it doesn't update correctly, the ingot count, but you get the idea. So that won't take long at all to get the Manulin that we need for the creative drawer upgrade. So we're really close to this at this point. Why don't we go ahead and just make the other creative fluid and gas tank that we're going to need. So in my... excuse all this throat clearing, but I'm getting over it, I think. Let's go to our central area here and make our other creative gas tank. So we should have... Cool. So the creative gas tank needs 4 creative energy cubes. It was worth a shot. And let's just review the guide to remember where this goes. So, slurry, hydrogen, sodium, ethylene. Slurry, hydrogen, sodium, ethylene. Ah, you're doing the thing again, aren't you? I have to relog. And yep, there it is. Relogging helps. Cool. So now we have 2 creative gas tanks. Sweet. Now if we want a creative fluid tank, because we're going to need 2 of them, we need the elite fluid tanks. And we're going to need 2 more creative capacitor banks. Now, technically we have enough, because we've got these guys over here doing their job. How is our iridium? We probably have enough already. Yeah, we do. So I'm going to borrow 2 of these. We will convert them into creative. So gas tank, or the fluid tank actually needs 2 quantums anyway. So we have 2 quantums, 2 capacitors, and we're going to need elite fluid tanks. So I have to make more of these, I presume. So 5 of them, right? Cool. Now I know I got buckets of all the different types I need, but I'm going to need to borrow my friend the creative tank to populate these. So let me borrow this for a minute and fill up all the tanks. And this will get us pretty much everything we need except for the B products. And once this is done, all we're going to be waiting on is the B products. Cool. So let's get ender conduits, because those are just faster, right? Yeah, I guess ender fluid conduit. You know, let's do the mechanism pipes, because they're pretty quick, right? Elite mechanical pipe fluids, pump rate of 1,000 millibuckets a tick plus. That works for me. So here's what we're gonna do. So you need empowered oil, IC2 hot coolant, vapor of levity, biodiesel. Empowered oil. So we have cold coolant as a bucket. Short meat, I remember that being one of them. Biodiesel was one, right? And vapor of levity. That was the annoying one. Right, empowered, hot coolant, vapor, biodiesel, short meat. So that's all of it, except we have cold coolant instead of hot coolant. Let's go get ourselves a bucket of hot coolant. Old base. There we go. So if you go in, so you're the, let's do this. Right, so that should fill up. Remember, there was a little bit of residual heat there. And that should be enough to get 1 bucket's worth. Nice, hot coolant. Okay. So this should be a pretty easy process. You you and you. So if we want, you know, hot coolant, we do that. And we're done. And that's all she wrote. How do I just... No, I don't. I actually have to pick that up with the wrench from Neotech. That's right. I remembered that. Okay, so that's hot coolant. Right, and then... Next we can do vapor of levity, I guess. There you go. Easy. Next we'll do biodiesel. Check. Next we'll do short mead. Cool. And then finally we need empowered oil, which, you know, easy peasy. I think I accidentally left this in the overworld, so it's probably easier to craft a new one. Then go get it. Nice and quick. Okay, back to manual and work for you. Which I think was in the Draconic room. There you go. Back to work. Cool. And that should now be everything we need to make this creative tank. Nice. So we now have 2 creative tanks. We have 2 creative gas tanks, which means we have everything we need. Octuple compressed. How are you looking? Ender is where that's working. We've got 5 septuple compressed. So let's go dupe one. Draconic room. Oh, and by the way, might want to dupe some other things while we're here, but hey, it's running good. All right, so that will be 8 septuple compressed, right? And then we might have to dupe it again or wait for one more. That should be fine. And we're kind of close to having another one. Not super close. All right, so this covers the octuple compressed cobblestone, right? We should have pretty much good to go with that. Now, with that said, the next thing we should work on is actually the crafting of the scented panels, because that will probably take a while. I'm not going to wait until I get all the resources I need and then realize that it's going to take me hours to craft the 4096 carpenter-centered panel thing that we need. So let's get to work. We're going to need carpenters. Going whole hog on this thing. Which shouldn't be too bad, except we need more bronze. Should we do 4 at a time? Does that sound good? 6? Alright. Let's get our creative tank, because in order to make scented panels, we're going to need honey. Now, we should have lots and lots and lots of honey. I don't think we've made a bucket of honey yet. We've made a short mead bucket, but we haven't made a bucket of honey. So let's do this. Let's do that. Let's get our creative bucket. Let's get like a single honey. And that should all of a sudden be unlimited honey forever. Isn't that nice how that works out? Cool. So that's honey for days, right? This is the fermenter that was making our short mead. Don't know that we need it anymore. How are you in terms of bindings? 22 out of 32. So we have plenty of room for a handful more carpenters, right? Let's use a decent cross section of this room to handle that. Cool. So we will do this. We'll get some conduits, some item conduits and interface. That should all be good. So each of you are going to need to know what your job is. Let's put an interface in the floor here. This actually is perfect. Because we have channels here, wherever this goes to. We're using one channel, so we can totally put another interface here. So for scented paneling, we need royal jelly, pollen, and 2 beeswax, and some wood. Beeswax, pollen, royal jelly. Just get a stack, why not? And we'll also want a crafting module. Oh, crafting card, yeah, that's what we want. We already had one. Cool. All right, so you're going to go in here. $32 sounds good to me, right? I'll just do 32 of each. It won't hurt. Okay, cool. Right, so now we can get, and it'll keep them all in stock. Perfect. We will prime all these guys, and we will stick our creative tank here. And you can be set to extract. And you guys should all be filled with honey. Nice. Okay. Next up, beeswax, royal jelly, pollen, and that stuff. Cool. And we're basically going to have to program all 6 of these to make scented paneling. Which isn't the end of the world. You know what else I'm going to want? While I'm thinking about it. Let's use counting filters so we don't overload these inventories. That sounds smart. Okay, so you're all programmed except this guy. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All programmed with scented paneling. Nice. All right. I don't actually want you connecting here just for visual reasons. All right, so you're going to be on the down. You're going to be extract brown. Well, extract green, insert brown. All right, out on green and on brown. Are those filters done yet? They are. Beautiful. So on the down, so you're going to be insert green, extract brown, always active. And your insert will be filtered to basically be 16 of each. It sounds like a, plenty good way to do it. Insert green, extract brown, always active, and the green will be filtered to that. Extract brown always active, insert green. Cool, right? Extract green, insert green. And filtered. And I just picked 16 because that's what I had in here. It really doesn't matter what you set it to. But having the counting upgrade will make it so that it doesn't like overflow the inventory, right? And I think that's a smart approach. All right, presuming I didn't dire derp any of this up, as soon as I activate always active, we should be good. So I guess it's doing the wood first. Cool. Nice. Pollen second. Now the wax. So it's just cycling to all the different carpenters. And then the royal jelly will be last. And once we start getting royal jelly in here, we'll see it start to work. And then we should start getting scented paneling. Cool. Kinda slow. Kinda glad that I did this. Kinda wondering if you're gonna extract. Don't tell me I have to extract from the side, carpenter, or we are gonna have a problem. I think I have to extract from the side. Carpenter. Oh, carpenter. Extracting from the bottom of those carpenters. Oh wait, did I? That's why. I must have derped this up. Now we're cool? Now we're cool. Alright, I just derped that up. No big deal. Nice. So now we should be getting scented paneling. We've got half a stack already. Beautiful. So at this point, it's just a waiting game. We have to wait for both more production of pollen and royal jelly and beeswax, which is coming in at a, you know, pretty steady rate. That's about it. We're just waiting, I think. I don't think there's much else I can do short of increasing the, you know, more industrial apiaries out here. Alright, let's come back in a minute. Alright guys, so let's check out our manual in production. Oh yeah, we're pretty close. Nice. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next episode, and in theory, that should be the one where we get the creative item upgrade. And once we have that, we'll probably just have a little bit of fun with it, and we'll be pretty much wrapped up with the series. I don't think there's much else to do in this pack beyond that, short of just having fun with the fact that we have a creative upgrade. So for now, Devil20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.